Okay, but can we talk about what a fucking banging soundtrack Chrono Cross has? This is a fucking song. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I think I'm good. Alright, let's go. Sick first item, bro. Rupees from the guards. It's still worth killing them with pods, but arrows, that ain't it, kid. Oh, didn't get the second drop. That's right. I should probably actually turn on the keys aspect of the tracker. This has been pretty unlucky so far. Yeah, I got nothing. I just gotta go straight to Cack from the south. Get some bombs. God, I might even find the bomb hut, honestly. I think 2 bombs probably here. No money. That's okay. Yeah, I think at 3 I just blind this. Like, 80% of the items that could be here I'm gonna actually want. Some I'm not gonna want enough to go pick them up, but if I'm already halfway there I would. Like a 20 I wouldn't pick up, but I would take if I'm there. That one I will definitely pick up. Alright. Alright, so if I don't get bombs from either of these checks, you're gonna see me do the hut in the southwest, I think. Alright, nothing on the boots thing. Alright, Toffel. Thanks, Zeke. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm gonna bomb this, and if I don't find anything, we're just gonna go. the hut real quick. If I find a 20, I'm probably just gonna buy instead. Damn, fucking stingy ass seed. Let's go farm 8 bombs. Actually, do I want 10? I kinda want 10. I'm gonna use 2 here, and then I wanna be heading basically south from there. Thought I was just clear enough. That's alright. That's from the arrow pack. Okay. Alright. So both ends of escape sucked for farming. Yep. Alright. Nice, got the 50-50 on the red RNG there. Alright, well, still no money. Just unfortunate, but honestly, this opening is fucking trash ass. I mean, I guess I didn't need 10 bombs because I could have hammered the mini Moldorms, but hammering mini Moldorm Cave sounds like a recipe for pain, to be honest. Gross. The resource situation in the seed is fucking misery. Do I walk out for bottle vendor? I probably need to walk out for bottle vendor. God, what if I don't even get money for bottle vendor here? No, there it is. Fuck off. And there's fucking bombs here so people don't even get punished. It's obnoxious. Yeah, I'm walking out. Well, I can't help but notice that we have the exact kit for Death Mountain. I'm not, like, good at the game again, but I'm starting to get back in form a bit. Figured I'd take the free arrow farm. Just kinda hoping the bee castle. Nice convenient way to go get the item there. By the way, feels like a pretty strong logical push straight at Death Mountain, so we're just gonna take it. Some unfortunate possibilities, but we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that they exist. Not like I love the other possibilities, and every single item I have gets me is like the combination of every single major item I have gets me to Death Mountain here. And I still don't know if I should ever be peaking Lumberjack, especially without boots. With boots, I get. Without boots, I'll tell you something I have no confidence in. My ability to bomb jump Spectral Rock right now. So yeah, I should be good here. probably just gonna pass on that, but I'm not gonna mark it off. Especially with no, like, push to Zoro or anything coming. We're just gonna do the bottom 3 in Hero while we're here. I know, incredible. Who could have imagined finding the Moon Pearl in this location? I want to just give me a vanilla Hera key, and then put like the fucking boots in the Hera big chest again. No, I am queuing this time, boys. I'm really curious if my Discord status is not going to get frozen on the seed this time. I should be fine. This is a little bit risky. I should be fine though. Fuck, if I'm doing Spec Rock, this is a little... Alright. Well, this is an artifact of me not taking a Death Whip down there. Kind of forgot that that was a thing too. I mean, like, truthfully speaking, it's not like I have a lot of great options in terms of ways to deal with things. But I do have Dark World access now. I can do Hype Caves South if I want to. Wow, what a disappointing Paradox Cave. Oh, get subpixeled on, shithead. Oh my god. The first one wasn't my fault. That was my fault. I mean, I guess it's kind of my fault for not paying as much attention to manual alarms, but I was... What the fuck? Yeah, there's a lot of keys, Drew. Why can't I corner nudge right now? It's a lot of keys, but I do my best sometimes. There we go. Got the corner nudge. A very tiny bit. Mostly to just laugh at the fact that it's an Ocarina of Time match more than anything else. Alright. I'm just gonna take the fucking damage. I'm just gonna boost through shit. Yeah, I'm just planning on saving and quitting out of this anyway. Hopefully I don't get a reason to not do that, but... That sounds gross. That sounds gross. Where was the other bow? I'm assuming it was bad, which is why you're prefacing this is the story you're selling. Yo! Unhinted or hinted? Lovely. Lovely. Searching for items. Literally. Any items. Big, small. Doesn't make kinda close. Alright, I'm gonna burn this bitch. I'm fine. I'll switch to magic if I need to. Let's mark this off. I probably should have left my portal higher north. Also, the sea wants to be an absolute fucking G. What it can do is... that may not have been the best place to drop that. And that's why that wasn't the best place to drop that. Let's pick up my bow. At this level of weaponry, you better fucking believe I'm grabbing that shit. Oh, come on. Alright, lots of silly execution mistakes so far. Three of those already. Interesting. So we're gonna go north from here and head towards Thieves Town. Jeez. That was gross. Oh, north entrance it is. Do I have bombs here? I think so. I need to get towards Thieves Town here. God, I hate this entrance to Dark World. Oh, don't. Crazy, right? My eyes are really scrunched at this Turtle Rock right now. Like, yeah, I need mitts, I need a sword, I need a medallion, I need a cane. I need a fire with an ice rod to beat it, but god damn, that is a lot of keys. Graveyard Ledge is going to be annoying to get to. Without mitts and without boots, Graveyard Ledge sucks to get to. I mean, I'm going to clean that out in a second. If I do this route right, it's going to go Graveyard Ledge to Kern Jump, Catfish. I might actually do Catfish to Zoro. Maybe not. We'll see what I get, if anything. I guess I don't need to cringe up by a fucking bow, don't I? There goes my immunity. The third one, that's nice. 3 is the big number of keys for a pod. That's nice. That's whatever. Well, it's a terrible way to walk through here. And I have to walk back out. Perf. And it didn't even have the fucking common courtesy to be required. Checks these days, man. I could have dealt with that better. I mean, the only reason I'm even doing that jump there is because this area would be my next natural play, as it is. By catfish. Hackerman. That's me, Hackerman. Alright, we get a second sword for that. Not gonna lie, the bow at the dam made this route a lot cleaner. Yeah, we're not grabbing that. Great point, Toffel. Thank you. Phenomenal point. So one vaguely interesting way about this, the way this played out, is I'm actually going to hit castle with the ability to do the first check in tower. Which actually seems kind of unlikely in this seed. I mean, I guess it depends on how you route. I wouldn't expect people to do it, though. But we're going to do Hera into Spike Cave. And we're going to hope that I get a fucking hook shot for before I go over to East Death Mountain. Nice. Haven't done this room in a while. Fucking low-key, the funniest part of Herod is it's made everybody suck butt at these rooms. So I think my next play is going to be to Pyramid to Pod. A lot of logically purposeful but not actually useful keys so far in this seed. I mean, I guess Turtle Rock is quite useful, but... Mr. Moldorm! And I repeat, Is that really the end emote you wanted there? I'm just going fucking straight with this. There you go. Thank you. Okay, that was excellent. Is that vanilla or opposite vanilla? That's opposite vanilla, right? Spike Cave is normally Canaberna with the cape in. Pay no attention to the guy who completely fucking forgot that he didn't have Titan's Mitts. Whatever. Can they do something creative here? Can I? Yes. Should I? That one's up to some debate. Must fucking check the hut there. Okay. It's pretty good information. I decided, by the way, against doing anything clever there. I considered splash deleting again to Ice Rod Cave and then water walking to get the other flipper checks that are there. But I think this is probably the more correct thing to do. I was hoping it would be a meaningful key. I'm gonna wait on tower. In case I happen to find a castle tower key in here. What do we think, guys? Is that Skull Woods big key or Swamp big key? I'll take it. Need that. Don't need the key. Cool guys, don't watch keys drop. Alright, well that's complete crap. I guess the Skullwoods key is required and not, like, bad. I learned that strat by never doing NMG runs, if you can't tell. Alright. Let's hit the pod. If I had a hookshot, I would consider swinging up to get... Oh, shit, my fan slipped. Run, I hear the pigs. Quite literally the pigs. Wrong way. I should have just dropped it straight down. That's alright. I want the sword beams. And I want the bombs. Classic. And this is why I should have left that chest until now. That book's in logic too. That's fucking gross. There's just really just not the worst play in the world right now. I'm gonna go from the bottom because I don't really trust myself on the hammer jump time right now. So play after this is just to go to Eastern. Not gonna bother trying to scum keys, just fucking doing stuff. Wow, really shit putt. I should have had my hammer out. I'm really bad at remembering to switch for that hammer. kind of feels like flippers or... Oh no, I don't have the swamp spell, never mind. I was feeling like mitts were going to be in swamp, but... Maybe not nearly as hard of a lean on that without the, Well, glad I dipped it. Not that there was ever any real serious consideration to not dipping it, but... Top 8, by the way. Had to go down, I was a little slow, or I would have hit the anti-fairy. Oh my god. Well, I just forgot the timing of these things. Shovel into Bombos into Desert Area. Has to be my play here. Like, I've got a few other things in Logic, but they're all just like bad one-offs. And that's why you don't ever take that fucking path. Because it's bad and slow. Didn't particularly expect that to be anything. It felt like I'd kind of had the read on that Sphere Zero, so I wasn't super worried about the early stuff. I need to do this. And I also get to like actually just one check these if these are anything, which is nice. I'm not surprised this is nothing though, or it wasn't going to be the logical progression because I still don't have a logical second sword. But like, if flippers were in Desert Palace or something, you had to come back here, that could work. This time I do want to peek the item, yeah. So I'm just going to save and quit out of. Nothing's here. Not a great start in here. What the f- I forgot I didn't have the thing set in the west where I would have done. Not mirrored, obviously. It's like, oh, I just gonna mirror back to the west. So we have a French vanilla Eastern big, a French vanilla desert big. That does give us Saha. So this is all in logic. And sang hard in a pear tree. Why am I a brave gamer today? No idea. That's a brave fucking spin speed to do, my friends. I mean, I took the coward brave path, which is I didn't take the lower right path, which is the real fucking all balls path. There's probably better ways for me to set up that dash, but whatevers. Alright, I think I just turn on Saha right away. Real glad I killed Bulldog, by the way, for these boots. Real glad. If I could summarize what just happened in a syllable, it would be woof. Alright. Saha. I don't think I go for Hobo here. I don't even check floating island. Or how they island. I think it just goes straight. I will be honest, I'm pretty good at considering that, like, what do I do if X item shows up? Did not think that one through. Interesting. I'm doing Ether Tablet first. Like, all these checks suck. Nice. Excellent. God, I fucking suck right now. What? Where the fuck did my bomb go? Oh, don't wait. If we're lucky, we'll get 6 by the end of the game. Maybe even 7 if I skip tower room and something's there. Alright. I mean, reasonably speaking, relatively speaking, it probably was going to be Magic Bat of my options. But the problem with that is that Magic Bat leads into King's Tomb right now. And that's obnoxious. Dash path kind of worked. This is Flipper's do I still go? This is Mit's do I still go? It's not this? Okay, it's Ice Rod Cave or it's King's Tomb. And we're just kind of gonna hope it's not Ice Rod Cave. And you know what? Like, I'm in the last location Ice Rod Cave here. Should have gone up first, I think. Yay! Look what I get to do again. Bruh. Honestly, that Hera Big Key location into these boots into this is just gross. Because the Hera Big Key location is going to incentivize you to make the play to Graveyard Ledge after it. I hate this game. The worst part is it doesn't even really unlock anything. Number 4. Like, my other options are all pretty balls here too. Honestly, I suspect that Quake is going to get me into Turtle Rock, and one of the items I have left is the Cannon Samaria somewhere. I'm just going to hope it's not Ice Rod, because that's going to really suck. crazy. Now the question is, Super Bunny Cave or one of the other 3 spots? Because Laser Bridge isn't logic at this point. If I can get a cane. Nope. We're gonna be going for 5 soon, Toffle. This game fucking sucks. By the way, shout out to literally not having played this fucking game in 3.5 months and yet pulling off the first try hover. Alright, so there's a hookshot out there. Minor glitch, by the way. The minorest of fucking glitches. Like, honestly, non-mimetically, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that, but... I'm also, like, a low-key a little livid. Let's talk about weapons you don't usually see. I'll get the other anti-fairs. Wow. Fucking must have missed the stair lag. Okay, so Turtle Rock is a crystal. Do I have a red? I do have a red, okay. So I am actually gonna scum this key though. This is about the only thing in the fucking game that I think is actually worth scumming. Nice. Fucking terrible last run. So I'm gonna go down to Laser Bridge and then I'm gonna kill myself and use it to snap back here, and then we're gonna check big key chest. Minor glitch, by the way. The fucking minorest of glitches that you will ever see. By the way, this seat is fucking awful. Holy shit. Just in case. Just in case I fire out a nice rod down there, I may as well just flip the switch. I actually want to take damage here. Minor glitch, by the way. Minor glitch, by the way. Boku omite, boku omite, look how minor my glitch has gotten! Okay, so there's a hook out somewhere that just fucking unlocks everything. Basically. Nope. Fuck off. Okay. 3 items left in Total Rock. I mean, it would have been a win for me if that had been something. I'm not upset it's not, but it would have been a win. So if you're hoping for me to be miserable, you should have been praying for that to be nothing. Not exactly shocking. I should have gone all the way right, then all the way down, I think. My VU dash paths are, like, my dash paths in general are pretty bad, but my VU dash paths are really bad. Paths are really bad. Wow, crazy, no way. Who could possibly have ever have seen the hook shot in that spot coming? Like, you literally just fucking flush 4 minutes if you can't hover. And you go up the mountain with the mitts first instead of checking everything else first. Well then. Dude, this seat is full of fucking violence. Like, imagine getting to fucking do this shit with the flippers. Why am I still holding on to this? This heat is just non-stop fucking violence. That being said, I do think the proper play probably was to do Smith Chain first. That's incredibly stupid a piece after flute. Like, you've already done the investment of dipping Turtle Rock at that point. Like, you're gonna do Laser Bridge at some point, so it's not like you're saving it for go mode. And like, literally the only way is if you don't come in there with 3 keys, but I don't see how you don't come in there with 3 keys. And also, to be fair, there's no way I would have gone to Death Mountain before Smith Chain if I couldn't hover. My ability to hover is the only reason I even considered it. Like, so to be more fair, like, the natural play is to get that hook shot. Yep, that's a thing you could do too. Like, especially if you don't miss your mitts forever. And you have to want to dip desert. Because you need to dip it without the fucking big key, because the big key is in desert. Like, there's just a lot to dislike about what this has shown. And like, if I'm against someone who can't hover, I feel really good. Like, I just got bailed out from a objectively probably poor routing decision by my ability to hover. Oh my god, the lag. Or, I was allowed to make a very aggressive routing decision because I could hover. That being said, you could actually argue the thing that I should have waited on before going to the mountain was the cane. And not the hookshot. Of course, if you can actually hover Turtle Rock, well, A, kudos, that's impressive. But also, B, well, that's required. Get fucked anyone who skips left side swamp, which by the way makes you dumb, because skipping things in 80 keys is pretty big feels weird, man. don't think you ever like you just don't skip left side swamp in AD Keys. Unless you're like one item from go mode and like have the castle tower open or something. Like it's just, you're just asking for pain. God damn it. Terrible Ashland. Like, it's not like I skipped Ice Rod Cave, I literally was just never in the area. Oh. So the interesting thing now is I actually don't even mind if that big key on Lumberjack is Swamp. Because then it means I had to orphan this chest. There was nothing I can do about it. And then you don't feel bad about it because there was no way to avoid it. This fight I'm pretty poor on right now. No rod, don't really have any other option for that. Like Hylia, Hobo, Ice Rod Cave. And like, yeah, I was being a little bit greedy trying to find a flute before I had to go to Ice Rod Cave, but like, it's not like I was ever in the vicinity of the check. The closest I was ever in the vicinity of the check was when I went to do fucking Bonk Rocks. And even that was only in the vicinity because of Splash Solution. And that's not even particularly close. You just don't really have the freedom to skip things in this mode. Which is good. Like, it's races don't turn on who does that dumb, like, skip that they shouldn't have. That one's pretty annoying. Kind of funny, but pretty annoying. But that one's staying orphaned for a little bit. Nice flippers.
Mr. Zun.
The seeds were really dumb.
I saw you do the other asyncs.
Did you see my hover?
No, I'm trying not to spoil it for myself so I can run it.
Then all I will say is this seed is really dumb.
I can't wait to get clowned on next week. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it goes. That's truly... I'm gonna miss that.
Sorry, I apologize. I crashed earlier. I went
You're
on
fine.
an AMQ binge, and then suddenly...
You died. You're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Illis wasn't able to play anyway. Like...
Yeah. AMQ is a disease, honestly.
It's pretty bad. What am I for go mode? 2, 3, 4, 5 items? Yeah. Alright, let's just do this. No, let's do this. The other play I could make right now would create an unnecessary orphan, so I'm not going to do it. I'm intentionally vagifying my language to try to spoil as little as possible.
I mean, if you want me to leave,
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm about to go into an AMQ rabbit hole again anyway, because this is fucking addicting.
It really is.
Insert songs have been absolutely bending me over.
I don't play with insert songs. I'm not even good enough with opens and closes right now to want to play with inserts.
I was doing it easy because I was at least making myself feel better, but the Kimi no Na wa inserts have been absolutely ass blasting me because they all sound so samey. But yeah.
Were you in the puzzle hunt where the answer was like Kimi no Noir or something like that? Or like
yes,
okay.
yeah.
And I just like didn't know what it meant. I'm just like do. Fuck, this game has such a good soundtrack. God. I'm using the Chrono Cross MSU.
Oh, Chrono Cross. Okay, yes. I think that was one made by... Hold on, was that by Reed?
So I'm like all the way back in logic at this point for major items, right? Yeah. I.e. I found my hook shot. Spoiler alert. I hovered things.
Yeah,
I actually first tried hovered things after not having played in as long as it's been, so that actually felt pretty cool.
Nice. I think for me it's like as long I know how to understand. I understand like it's basically be thorough, be quick, right? Like so my goal of this is just to be like make sure that I don't have any egregious fuck ups and play solidly. And
your number one goal should be routing efficiency, especially early on. As you get better and get a better sense, you kind of will, and I mean this is the same thing cross keys, you'll kind of develop the understanding of when the right time to turn the switch and be aggressive is. But it's certainly not early in the game, in any situation.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Can we get number 3? Can we get number 3? Oh, this is a crystal, that's nice. Spoiler alert, I'm in a dungeon. I know.
Spoiler, it's not Thieves Town because you're not even though it's a different MSU altogether.
I don't know what the Thieves Town MSU song is in this pack.
No, it's funny. I could hear the song play yesterday when you were in Thieves Town.
Dude, it's so good though.
It's so good though.
It's such a good track. Holy shit. Umoneko is filled with nothing but certified what the fuck am I doing here bangers. I took the wrong direction. Or I took the suboptimal path for my items. That's all the what the fuck am I doing here was. 4. I would consider myself an enthusiast of this game.
I'm so excited to run this one.
Seed is fucking stupid.
Like I was like, do I do an async tomorrow after I get through all the non-re, or just play a shit ton of non-re games?
You play a shit ton of non-re.
Yeah.
What you should do though is async or not, is you should make sure you record it, regardless whether you stream it or not, because I assume you will be. I assume having me review it with you is something that will actually be helpful, and I'm perfectly happy to do that.
I would love that. No, I think I'll start doing some of those. I think this weekend for the asyncs.
I'll say, and they don't even need to be asyncs; they can just be random ass seeds. But
yeah, the one yesterday, there were just some huge execution fuck ups, and realistically, I just lost a lot of time early.
I mean, same.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, more like in terms of my own personal play, like I did not play the opening as efficiently.
I mean, Lynn thought your dime was solid, and like I will freely admit that was not a 205 seed, but
Yeah.
I'm also not going to be playing AMQ in the middle of most of my races. Most of mine.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't get like, if as long as I'm not particularly blown out in any of the matches, I will feel great. Like if I lose by like, let's say plus 30 minutes, okay, then I'm probably getting fucking need to review that seat. But like, my goal for this is win or lose, just learn to be more efficient as I go through.
No, this is a great learning mode because execution-wise, the requirements are actually pretty light.
Right. Yeah.
Why am I so bad at this all of a sudden? I mean, I know the answer. It's because I haven't fucking played, but... But it's definitely nice to be reminded of just, like, some certified fucking bangers that I haven't listened to in forever. Like, a lot of this shit is stuff like, I played a bunch on Audio Surf in college and then didn't really play on other platforms a lot.
For sure.
Okay.
Which opening of ReZero is this? This is a fucking absolute banger.
Also, and I know this isn't a shock, but all fucking shonen music sounds the same.
I mean, I would take offense to it despite how true that is.
But like, just remember, like, oh yeah, Darker Than Black is a show, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna binge Darker Than Black this weekend, 100%. Hearing two of the different openers. Oh.
Dude, I'll say both Kakuse Heroism and Howling are just like,
Howling,
oh,
yeah.
fucking French kiss. Chef's kiss. What the
I mean, if you want to make out with them, that's fine.
That's true. It deserves it, TBH.
Deserves it, yeah.
I was trying to do something else and I just missed the timing, Toffel. There was a thing I worked on with Wolfie at one point when we were doing league stuff back in the day. How many items am I down to for Go mode at this point? Like, am I one item from Go mode? No, I'm 2 items from Go mode, okay. That accelerated really fucking fast. Shout out to my main tournament seed where I did this fight at like 17 minutes. Although the best oops, I didn't really plan on doing this moment from the entire tournament was when I went to Misermeyer and accidentally, and we got a Godmire, and I'm like, huh, I'm gonna do the hover, huh, and I always fucking fail the hover. Except I accidentally succeeded it, and I'm like, I didn't really anticipate this. But I guess I gotta kill Vitreous now. And so I killed it with a fighter sword instead of getting the master sword that was in fucking my
Jesus.
I just like opened that chest and just kind of looked at my screen. I'm like, you know, I feel like I deserve this. This was the wrong play. This should have been
Butler Season 2.
I think I have surprised Goomba with my anime list. Oh. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better about this shit. Alright, Night Tuffle.
Sleep well, Toffle.
It's basically what I always want to see.
I think my anime list would not really surprise anyone. It's like enough of the A and like B tier anime that are on there, like with sprinkled in with like enough fucking Naruto, Bleach, etc. Like, you know, the requisite shonen.
Oh yeah. I have a pretty good amount of like pretty fringe unknown stuff from my college days, because I had a couple of friends who tried to introduce me to stuff that has like pulled stuff in for me. And I guess I tend to stay in my genres as they were, but
yeah,
like I'm not binging idle trash, Goomba.
Yeah, I went down the anime rabbit hole, kind of starting with the Adult Swim after getting introduced to Evangelion, and then that was just like enough to sort of...
sorry. Based on sorry, you mentioned Evangelion. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you play a game where you just like turn it up. You use the custom settings so that you make it so that you only get songs that are like 75% guess rate or higher. If you haven't,
I should do that.
If you haven't done it, it's fucking hilarious.
Is it literally all of the fucking random Evangelion?
There's like 17 different versions of Fly Me to the Moon. It's great.
I should do that. It's funny because like I got a couple of those when I went to Medium, and I'm like, this is Fly Me to the Moon. There's gonna be something else that's doing this, but I'm gonna guess Evangelion. Nope, it was Evangelion.
I mean, it's like for me, fucking You Raise Me Up exists like 18 times for Mario X Juliet, because it's like the openings and the closings are all You Raise Me Up. There's like 3 versions of each of them. So every time we're like, wow, I wonder what this should be. You know what? I think I'm gonna skip this.
Fuck yeah, Paranoia Agent. Easy freebie.
Fucking show just missed me, man. Like, I've heard people be like, I fucking love that show so much, I'm watching this, I'm like, I hate this fucking show. I don't understand at all how someone likes this.
I think I was committed because it was on Adult Swim. And
Yeah.
like that was enough to get me
I think
it.
I never really caught it from the start of a run.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I really wish though I knew, like I could find the old Adult Swim schedules, because I wasn't watching Paranoia Agent for Paranoia Agent. I was watching whatever came first, and then I was just like committed by inertia to finish Paranoia Agent, I think.
There was... I feel like Death Note was before Paranoia Agent for a while.
It might have been?
It might have also been FMA.
It might have been FMA, or I know that they were also running Fooly Cooly at the same time, and I was like wanting to...
Oh man, speaking of the other show that just absolutely fucking missed me.
I watched it when I was like, you know, early teen, and I think like the music for it was what got me into it, but I rewatched it later and I was like, why did I actually like this? Because it's not... The style of it and the frenetic nature of Fooly Cooly just fucking does weird shit to me.
Interesting. Not sure I expected that. Okay. That's nice. Maybe this actually will be a kind of fast seed for me now. I mean, like, I think I've... Other than one notable exception, I've hit on a very good route, but... Well, we'll see. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now I'm gonna get fucking bent over for that comment. What the hell am I doing? You're not going there. God, I'm actually half inclined to skip this too, except that would be utterly moronic.
Oh, I know what it was. It was Samurai Champloo that was on before Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, another show I just never could get into, which is sad because I've heard nothing but great things about Champloo always. And like, I think it's really just like I never caught like the start of it, and so I could never get invested in the characters and stuff.
Yeah. No, I totally feel that. I think I caught it early on and I was invested. How do you feel about the Ghost in the Shell series, though?
Standalone complex?
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Okay.
I like the art, I like the music. I don't really have anything on like the ongoing storyline, but I felt like the individual episodes were strong enough that I was like, alright, this is fine anyway. Like, it felt episodic enough that that didn't really bother me.
It really doesn't tie the serial nature of it all together, really, I think, on the first watch anyway. But yeah, I agree on the episodic nature. Like, it was good enough to keep me watching. Definitely one of those things where, like, if I saw it on, like, Adult Swim, I would still watch it, regardless of, like, where it was in the midst of it.
My dad used to get pissed at me for staying up late, so I used to watch Adult Swim in the family room, and so I would like listen very carefully for him to come out from the bedroom. We had a really like long house, like a long thin house, and their bedroom was on the complete other side. So I would like see him flick a light on in the hallway, like halfway across the house, and I'd be like, "Well, I think I'm asleep now." Wink. And so I'd be asleep on the couch when he came to check on me every time. Interesting. I think I just do this. Because this is one of the items I need. Nah, my Adult Swim run was like the fucking like Bebop Trigun,
Sure.
FMA shit. Like that shit was my jam.
First season of FMA, holy moly.
I mean, there's
It
a
still
reason
hits me
my
really
old
good.
Twitch account used to be fucking Divine Wolfwood. Like,
Okay, fair.
before I switched it because I was racing on a screen name that was newer than high school.
Trigun is something that I haven't tried to rewatch, and I almost
I'm
wonder.
terrified to rewatch that show.
Yeah, I'm terrified to rewatch that. Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. It's like that and some other stuff is like I know it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah. That being said, there's some fucking awesome, like, I feel like I don't like love the Trigun songs that I've heard at AMQ. I'm like, oh, maybe these weren't actually that good. But on the other hand, it helps that the fucking dub for Vash was really good in Trigun. Like, there's only a couple shows where I thought, like, to me, the subs ended up sounding weird compared to the dubs.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking Bebop, Trigun, Full Metal Alchemist. I don't remember what it was about the Full Metal Alchemist sub that I didn't care for, but there was definitely something.
I think I've gone back and there were some people's voices that definitely fucked me up more than others. And I think Dante's voice actually was one that I was really shocked, and I can't remember which one I liked more in the dub or the sub.
I really liked Al's voice, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
In the dub, which made it harder for me to watch the sub.
I think, unfortunately, the sub Edward has always been the iconic voice there, but I definitely think...
His dub is good, though. His dub's actually quite good. Also, I didn't watch it dubbed, but I've actually heard the Steins Gate dub is really good.
The problem... Ugh. I think Rintaro in not Japanese and without those weird affectations is not going to hit the same way. Like, literally, his voice alone.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't need him to hit the same way. Like, I had read the visual novel. I was only, like, watching the show because I was curious. Like, I knew how all the shit was going to go. By the way, visual novels, fucking cracker.
I should probably...
The anime is a really phenomenal adaptation. Like, it really is a phenomenal adaptation of the end. But the thing you miss is you miss all the alt endings. And the alt endings are really good for characterization in that game. So like, the way the game is structured, you basically you go through and you play the game normally and you send all the D-mails.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit the point where this is not what I want to do. Hold on. Actually, you hit the point where it's like, shit, we need to rewind time because otherwise we're going to see somebody die 18 kajillion times over the course of the series. And so you start unwinding them, and every time you have the option to basically unsend a D-mail, you basically either follow the story path, which is to unsend it, or you say, you know what, no, I decide I can't unsend it for whatever reason. And that takes you down a different ending path each time. And a lot of the ending paths I thought were really, really good.
Steins Gate hit me so much harder than I thought it would.
Yep.
That genuinely surprised me in an anime.
There's not a lot of stuff that... Okay, good. I finished a show and was like... I finished a game, and I still am going to qualify Steins Gate as a game, even though it's a visual novel.
Sure.
And I was just like, whew, I need to just fucking sit down and think about that for a bit, because that just hit me. And like, off the top of my head, like, the fucking Kurisu, so pretty much all the Steins Gates are, all the endings are like character endings in the first game.
Sure.
Because it's basically like, which D-mails do you unsend? And then you get to the end of the game, and you either get the Mayuri, the Kurisu, or the true ending.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I was busy fucking up really hard. And if you get, and it basically depends on like how many of the true ending flags you get. There's basically 10 of them. If you get, I want to say 0 through 4, you get the Mayuri ending. If you get 5 through 9, you get the Kurisu ending. And if you get all 10, you get the true ending. So I assume you generally, did you ever watch Zero, by the way?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you probably generally remember the way the like show ends, which is like you're doing the thing and he's like, Kurisu's kind of like accepted, okay, this is what's going to happen, you've said your goodbyes, and then you're about to like Okabe's like in the process of unsending the D-mail, and Kurisu like bursts in to say something right as he hits the enter key.
Right.
So that's the Kurisu ending. That's just where the Kurisu ending stops. And then the only difference between the Kurisu ending and the true ending is basically then you get the true ending is you're in the credits for the game, and all of a sudden you get a like message from Suzuha coming back.
Oh, that would fuck me up.
So that fucked me up. Fucked me up real good. It just like hit me so hard, and I was like, holy shit, like, I am really glad I played that. This was a phenomenal story, and I just want to fucking sit down and be sad now. Because, I mean, that's kind of what it is. Like, Steins Gate is kind of concentrated sadness in a bottle.
Just, the first time, I can't really articulate how much it fucked me up the first time through, because it's just like, the episode stopped, and I just sat there. I was like, holy shit.
There's a distinct moment, and if you're watching this and you haven't read or watched Steins Gate, you should be. Please stop listening, because I'm going to spoil the shit out of stuff right now. There is a distinct moment, and I'm convinced it's different for everybody, because I think the game does the game and series does a really good job of kind of insulating you from it, where the game shifts from a very comedic tone to a very serious tone very, very quickly. And it's very well done, but it's insulated enough that you kind of forget that at the end of the first episode you found Carice's corpse.
Yeah.
And then there will be a point where you're sort of going through the, okay, we're unwinding these emails, or we're unwinding these emails, and you go, wait, what happens when I finish unwinding these emails?
Yeah.
It is just a, oh, fuck moment. Because you don't want it to be that, because Carice is a fucking awesome character, and, like, she and Okabe are awesome together, and it's just, like, a really fun, good show. Also, by the way, justice for Maho. Maho is fucking amazing, and I accept no slander against her. It's not her fault she has impossible standards to live up to.
I think the anime did such a good job of not really, like you mentioned, like the subtle change in tone, because for me, I think it was around the time I think Moeka as a character started to exist, where it's like, oh,
sorry, she's not my favorite. She's nobody's favorite. That's not true. She is some people's favorite character, which is fucking genuinely weird.
That's very weird, given literally the rest of the cast. But it was around her existence that, like, there was the subtle shift, and then, of course, leading into the first fucking, like, Mayuri death, and then everything else. But the one that fucked me up was not that one, it was the train. The train was when that happened.
Dude, the train is by far the most, especially because it cuts to, like, May in her eyes, and, like, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? Like, I was just trying to say hi. That's the one. Like, the first death doesn't get you all that hard, not just because it's because you're kind of in a combat moment at the time, and it's like, okay, here's Suzuha come to save the day, and she's badass, and okay, fine, like, this is sad and it's upsetting. But then it's like, okay, we're gonna get away, and it's just like such a sudden, like, oh shit, the fucking universe wants her to die right now.
I had actually forgotten by the time you get back to it that the first episode literally is like finding the corpse, and then that whole situation, and then it sets itself back up so incredibly well. You're like, oh fuck, this is what happened. This is where we all began.
It's so easy to forget that that's the, like, overlying structure of the game, and the way it starts is that you find her corpse, you send Daru an email at just the right time, and it happens to change history. By the way, the like bad version of that ending, the Steins Gate Zero World line is like a fucking trauma farm. Like, kudos to that ending for being about as absolutely horrific as you could possibly make it. You're like, oh, we're gonna save Carice, and it's like, oh no, we're gonna pay for a therapist for a year and a half. But let's be real, likely for more than a year and a half. Yeah, it tracks. Yeah.
I also will say the one thing that was really weird, and I don't know if you, like, when they were leading up to the release of Steins Gate Zero, and they did the alternate version of the episode, that episode was fucking bizarre.
I don't think I've watched that one. I don't think I watched the alternate redo of 23 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay. Then I won't say anymore.
I watched the OVA where they end up in, like, LA.
Yeah.
For the Rhinet thing, which I enjoyed, but I didn't watch a lot of the other bits. But yeah, so, like, in the off chance you ever do play the visual novel, I'm not going to go, like, too heavy into things. But I find the consequences in the world lines that shift because of it, like, are really interesting character looks into character, like, for some of them, it, like, for Ferris and for, oh my god, why can't I think of her and Luca?
Luca.
Like it's you don't really get a ton of screen time for them. Like you get a lot, but you don't get nearly as much as you get with Kurisu, with Daru, with Rentaro, and to a lesser extent, and Mayuri, and then to a lesser extent Suzuha. And so I thought the ending for Ferris just like added a lot to her character and made me like her a lot more. Whereas I feel like without her ending, she's a very kind of blah whatever character. Like there's nothing wrong with her, she just feels like a very cardboard cutout, not very important character. Like you could replace her with anybody who has random trauma that they use a D-mail to try to get rid of. And so I appreciated that a lot. I also appreciated, in this one I'm going to spoil a little bit about the ending, but the very, very first alternate ending is the Suzuha ending, which is out of chapter 4 out of 10 chapters. And there's like, I don't think there's another alternate ending until like chapter 7, so it's actually really early in the game. But it's like right after Mayuri dies and you save her and you need to basically like unsend the email for Suzuha. And you don't do it because it's going to hurt her a lot to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to probably end up getting Steins Gate the game after I'm done with Nanare.
It's really, really good. It's a really well... you need to play with the trending guide, though. It's fucking bullshit. The ending flags are fucking bullshit in that game.
I'll probably play it through at least like once or twice, and then, yeah, just...
Just for the true ending. For the other endings, like, it's really obvious. But the true ending, like, you have to, like... You're having, like, or you're having, like, text conversations with people the entire time. You have to, like, prompt the proper flag, so Carissa will tell you about the relationship with her dad, and, like... all sorts of shit.
Yeah, enough fuckery.
Yeah, exactly. But then, like, the Suzuha one, the way that Okabe starts to deal with it is he just basically puts himself in a time loop. He, like, accepts, okay, I'm never going to be able to save Mayuri, but I don't want to unsend this email either. And so he just kind of loops over and over and over.
Oh, God.
And it gets to the point where he just becomes absolutely numb to everything. And it's horrifying, and it's also, like, really, really sad at the same time. That he's, like, basically trying to, like, they're, like, riding to a convention, and Daru annoys him, and he's about to just be like, I fucking hate you, and shove him off the bridge, because he knows, whatever, I'm just gonna rewind time. There's no such thing as consequence. Holy shit, that was a really good fight. And that ending in that moment was just one of those one of the things in the game that just like really stuck with me for the entire time. The other moment in this one I'm pretty positive is in the Steins Gate Zero anime, but I haven't actually watched the anime. Is the only time Kurisu appears in Steins Gate Zero. Which is you like briefly flash into a world line where you let Mayuri die and Kurisu survive.
Yes, yeah, yep.
And
it's either in the anime or I've like that's.
I'm like 100% it's in the anime. I'm pretty sure I checked it. And you like look and it turns out like in that world line, like Kurisu's been like, oh my god, I saw what Mayuri's death did to Okabe, and so she's literally working on rebuilding a time machine so that she can get herself killed. And it was just one of those moments that's like, oh, like,
yeah,
this is good character payoff for the way they've developed and built out characters. But yeah, I'm generally a visual novel over anime person when I can, because I can read very, very fast, and I like being able to go into like every nook and cranny of a story.
I don't really know that there were that many series that I watched that had a visual novel component, but I think after Danganronpa, it's like, okay, I need to go through. Like, that was one where it was like, it was very clear that things were getting very much lost by
Yeah.
not having, yeah.
Yeah. Very, yeah. The Danganronpa anime is campy and kind of entertaining, and it is nowhere near the experience the game is.
Yeah.
Shit. Nah, it's still not gonna be worth it. But yeah, like, I mean, there isn't a Zero Escape anime. I haven't watched the Chaos Head anime. I haven't watched the Chaos Child anime. I've played both of those games. I'm slowly making my way through the science adventure universe. But slow is kind of the operative word there.
I didn't realize this was a Zero Escape anime, actually. So
there isn't. I said there isn't one.
Oh, sorry, I misheard.
There's a Chaos Head anime. There's a Chaos Child anime, which I really liked. I didn't like Chaos Head very much, but I really liked Chaos Child. And maybe the Noah re-release of Chaos Head will clean up a lot of the problems I had with it. But I really liked Chaos Child. Chaos Head basically is about and this is a great way to get me sucked into any fucking pitch. Is about a serial killing.
So tell me how you feel about Monster.
Monster is legitimately one of the only fucking perfect 10 animes I've ever seen.
100% feel that way.
I'm not really sure what it is, but there's something about it that's just holy shit, every aspect of this is so good. Which is why every time I find out someone hasn't watched Monster, I yell at them that they need to watch Monster.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's just so good.
It has
and that one's different
draw,
though,
yeah.
Because it doesn't have an underlying statement of who is the serial killer. It's very clear the entire time Mr. Liebert is behind it all.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a fascinating character piece on the doctor whose name just randomly flew out of my head.
Tenma?
Dr. Tenma, there we go.
I think the dialogue was actually the best part of Monster, and it's incredible because there are not too many series where I find the dialogue to be something where I'll go back and even the subs, right? You go back and read or listen or whatever. It's
Most
just
of the time
so well done.
Most of the time you're oh haha, funny meme line go burr. Translators note Keikaku means plan, ha ha ha. Also, shout out to .bio, the greatest subgroup of all time, for the greatest troll job they ever did, which is, I watched fucking Code Geass when they were subbing it, and they literally fucking stuck a Coke Zero commercial in the middle of the finale. Which is deadass one of the funniest things I've ever seen done. So good.
That's fucking incredible.
But yeah, and a lot of visual novel adaptations are really, really good. You watched Higurashi, right? You said?
Yeah.
Really good anime. Phenomenal anime. That being said, I'm loving the visual novels. I think they're really good. Although it's been long enough since I watched the original that I couldn't tell you, oh yeah, this thing was cut out. Because I watched that shit in college when I was trying to ruin my fucking life.
Yeah, I think it's been years since I think I watched the original, and yeah.
The visual novel has aged very well for me. And the Umineko anime is unfortunately not particularly good. But the Umineko visual novel is a giant fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah, I that's on my list. I think I do want to play the Higurashi visual novel. But
I would say I'm planning on rewatching so I can watch Higurashi Go. But I'm watching I'm reading the visual novels before I watch Higurashi Go. Okay, can I not fucking do that, please? I wonder how bad my time's gonna be. It'll probably be maybe like 30th percentile, I would guess. My execution's been pretty whatever. And
I could probably afford a monster rewatch, honestly.
Oh, same. I'm really trying to get like Goomba into watching it though, because it's just like, oh my god, this is so good.
If y'all do, let me know. I would be down for it.
Okay, I'm only a couple minutes behind Megawatt on this. He finished like 30 seconds ago, and I'm on Aga 2 and have everything else done, so... fuck me. That should have been a double. At last, an easy fucking triple. Just the fucking free 3 in a straight line. Oh god, I needed that because I suck at this game. I'm trying to look at my anime list. Did I rate Monster a 10? No, it's a 9. Hold on, let's fix that, because that's actually legitimately a 10. It's one of those ones that is like stuck with me over time. I'm like, oh, this is actually really fucking amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just hookshot to be safe. 6, 7, 8. The other game I can think of, by the way, that made me literally just like sit down and be like, holy shit, I need to think about what I just watched, is the end of BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
Like that one just like, oh, that fucking got me. I'm actually a little surprised I got that. Like, just both BioShock games. He says both BioShock games, haha, because there's 3 of them. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I wish we yeah.
Like the second game was enjoyable, but it didn't have the same. It didn't.
The second game didn't really do as much for me